One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Terrapins ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The lone back's got it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. You've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now
breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cyclones. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Offensive coordinator script their first.
And it's blocked. Now he can return this. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's McLaurin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Quick strike complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Pocket breaking down. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. That's caught. It's Davidson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Grabbed behind the line. It's Manning. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins! Extra point here will give them the lead. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to...
There he goes! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Iowa State!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the gun, running back gets the give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And the Terrapins will try to convert on 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Terrapins will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Working that left side. Turning it on. Touchdown, Maryland! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. State sending the offense back out. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. And the Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for an open area to his left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun to give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
The Cyclones will go for it on 4th down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
To the air, it's Washington. Fires to the right. Working the big fella to the corner.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to set...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Terrapins with the 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's McMillan. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Makes the catch. It's Manning. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And the Terrapins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Right back to the well. He breaks a tackle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his man down the middle. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. There he goes. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
Touchdown, Iowa State! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Washington. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The chains now on second and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. With the catch, it's Howard. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity. danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Terrapins' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And no chance at a return. Start this drive at their own 25. Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They give it to him again. Oh, better look out! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season all fast.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Cyclones! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And the Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Terrapins are on the move. With the catch, it's Manning. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Got the quick pass. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick release on the RPO. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That big play, a perfect example of why receivers relentlessly work on the release.
Yeah, work on that release, work on their hands getting by the DB when I'm getting that press man and he's up in my face. Man, that is a hard assignment if I don't really get my hands on the receiver. And he wins off the line of scrimmage. Quarterback finds him, sees man coverage, makes a big play.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires the pass, intercepted.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Terrapins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Snagged in the middle, it's Davidson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up what he can and then slides.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to pass, it's Washington. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Gives it on the option. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Rides the back on the option to give. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Floating away. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the fourth and goal.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. To throw, it's Washington. Under fire. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hoffman. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On the run, it's Lee.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Here we go. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Lowers those pads. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turn.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Rushes on him, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Flips it out to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo. Now the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Terrapins come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And they come up sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
It's complete to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
At the 45, on his way. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
This offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man. Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
By the receiver. Gain of 8. 2nd down coming up.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
And the Terrapins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's got it on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Terrapins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. Fighting off the defender.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
And the Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you can tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Now they'll run it to the right here. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 7 over Northern Illinois. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Washington. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's McConnell. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pulls it in, it's Manning. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Maryland, 7.
So first down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Cyclones! The defense putting points on the board.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Pulls it in. It's Howard. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Gets the back moving. On the move, it's Peppers.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Finds his man. It's Davidson. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Terrapins want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Washington. Catch in the middle, it's McConnell. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Terrapins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed near the marker. It's McConnell. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Plucks it out of the air. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Past the first down marker and still running. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. So now it's second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll leave it with the lone back. At midfield, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Iowa State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Washington. Snags it over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Oh, he's got some space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
Yeah, Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 6 over Washington State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Now on first down from the 28. They're going to ride this running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Snap to the back. And some room to work. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Flying down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Manning. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Washington. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got it in the middle, it's Howard. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Terrapins moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw for it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did